Joe, congratulations on your win.
Thank you, thank you.
What was your mindset going into this fight?
Heard him, just heard him.
How was your fight camp?
Good. Yeah, no injuries. Felt good. So, couple got sick once, which set me back a little bit. The lungs and everything. I had to go on antibiotics, but once those got out of my system, lungs came right back. Felt good.
Can you walk us through your mindset leading up to this TKO?
I was just thinking I wanted a TKO finish. I wanted a First I wanted a knockout on the feet, you know what I mean? And then he closed distance, which I wasn't expecting because he's a kickboxer, but I welcomed it. I go wherever the fight goes, you know what I mean? So once he clinched up, I used my body lock takedown, which I use all the time in the gym and practice room. So I was comfortable there, passed his guard, got into mount, and exposed his back. And I felt I got the rear naked choke. I was under his chin, but I just couldn't do another submission. So let that go and started raining down some punches. Yeah, ref stopped it a little early than I would have liked him, but would have liked to get a few more shots off, but it was good.
Nice.
Okay, congratulations again.
Thank you.
Like you said, I mean, the TKO was a good thing for you, but I mean, like you said, prolonging it, like, do you think that was the right choice for the ref to stop it at such a quick time?
I mean, he was definitely not getting out of that, so I can see why the ref did stop it. I would have liked to practice being calmer, throwing my shots, selecting my shots, you know what I mean? Practice that a little bit more. But I felt I handled it well. Did good.
Another question I was curious about was, you train with Valdez, you train with a lot of those on MMA guys. How does it feel when you guys are all pretty much at the same camp because you guys are fighting at the same time?
It's like a brotherhood in there. We have a lot of camaraderie. Always pushing ourselves. We got some of the top prospects in the area in there. So between there and the cartel, which I've been going up to a lot, and been going to BTT a lot, and yeah, it's just all killers around here, and we're all coming up at the same time. It's really something to feed off of.
Is there anybody you want to shout out?
Shout out all the training partners. You know what I mean? There's way too many to name. The coaches that helped me through this one, we got Mike Horner, Mike Bromberg, Pete Luciani, Joe Lozon, Tyson Chartier. I've been going up, like I said, with them a lot. Jair over at BTT, Steve Mays, shout out to him, wrapping my hands. Yeah, it's a team effort. You know what I mean? You can't do this by yourself.
I love it. Congratulations, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
So you made very quick work of your opponent. You wish you went a little bit longer and show off more of your skills?
100%. 100%. But I mean, we also don't get paid by the hour in there. You know what I mean? So it's really these first couple really just about getting in there, not taking any damage. You know what I mean? Finishing them quick. I got a lot of my experience in the amateur ranks, so it's not like I'm looking for like cage time in there or anything necessarily. So getting out of these with no injury and rolling it right over to the next one is what we're looking for.
So when you want to return, is there anyone you like to call out?
No call outs, you know what I mean? I'm just taking them as they come. You line them up, I'll knock them down. But as far as the next fight, I know July 22nd is the next Cage Titan one. I actually have sorry, I'm watching this too. I actually have a wedding that I'm in groomsman, so I won't be able to make that one, unfortunately. I'm going to be looking to do something in the meantime. And then you guys got a date for the one after July? September?
23rd.
So I'll be in there in September. Before then, I'll look for something, either CES or Combat FC's been doing their thing too. So look for somewhere else to go in the meantime. You know what I mean? I don't want a long layoff. I'm trying to get 4 or 5 out of the way this year. So yeah, that's pretty much it. No call outs.
And Mike has mentioned that you're marked the biggest flyweight. It's made it hard for opponents to be willing to fight you. Does that frustrate you at all?
No, I mean, we'll find guys. Guys will step up. And if if I got to move up in weight in these early fights, you know what I mean? It is what it is. I'm comfortable fighting at 35. You know, I'm bigger than most of those guys too. So if I got to fight at 35, whatever catch weights like it was tonight, do what I got to do until I get into these bigger promotions. And we got some guys that actually fight me at 25.
All right, congratulations.
Thank you guys.
Any shout outs?
Shout out to all the sponsors. I got a few guys that just don't even have companies. They just support me and help me do all this. You know what I mean? Because it's not a cheap sport to do. So couldn't do it without all the sponsors. So shout out to those guys.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you guys.
Again.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you.